What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Panthers Advice. Today, man, we have a lot to talk about. Tee Higgins and the salary cap. Panthers signed a couple of guys, and one I kind of like. And then Dan Morgan also talks about who the Panthers may or may not get in the draft. Let's jump into it. First person we're going to talk about. All right, first guy to talk about is Tee Higgins. There's been a lot of reports, and there's been a lot of talk, especially in the Panthers community. Can the Panthers get Tee Higgins? Okay. Here's what I want you guys to look at right here. It's this number right here, and this is the total cap space the Panthers have. $24 million. Now, this number does range depending on who you talk to or the different articles you look at. Okay, here's the thing about Tee Higgins, though. He's going to be worth that at least 1 year. So, in 1 year, he's looking to get $25 million. Tee Higgins would be nice. Okay, don't get me wrong. Tee Higgins would be nice. But I don't think he's going to change the game that much for the Panthers. If the Panthers already had a stout defense and all we needed was number one receiver, then I would say it would be a risk, but consider it. As of right now, no. And it says right here, Tee Higgins projected to make at least $25 million a year. The Panthers may or may not even have that in salary cap space. So when we talk about Tee Higgins, I want you guys to remember this article. Okay, and not really the article. Think about the cap space that we have. Is it worth going all in on a receiver? And before we move on to Dan Morgan and that whole draft thing, let's talk about this real quick. Let's look at the teams in the playoffs. So AFC, right, the championship AFC, you got the Chiefs going against the Bills. Who's the Chiefs' number one receiver? What, Travis Kelce, who's been there for the last, 10 years now? It's been a minute. Look at the Bills. They traded away Stephon Diggs. They thought the season was over. Not the Bills. Everybody else thought the season was over. Who's their number one receiver? Keon Coleman, the rookie? The ball goes around. Then you go to the NFC. Look at the Eagles. It's not A.J. Brown. It's not Devontae Smith carrying that team. It's Saquon and that defense and Jalen Carter. And who are they playing? The Commanders with Jaden Daniels. And you got Terry McLaurin finally popping off. That dude's been nice, but his quarterback play he's had in Washington hasn't been great. They got a nice receiving game, right? Nice backs out of the backfield, too, getting a lot of yards. Look at the teams. There's no star receivers carrying the team. So that's just something to think about. Now let's talk about Dan Morgan. So here's what Dan Morgan said. Basically, I'm not really into quick fixes. I don't think there's such a thing as a quick fix. Obviously, you want to fix things as soon as possible, but I'm just going to go into it as, hey, listen, we know where we were on the defensive side of the ball. We do have to continue to add playmakers on that side of the ball. So I just think we have to look at every avenue and explore every avenue to find those playmakers. And, hey, if we find somebody and we like somebody, whether trade, whether draft, whether the free agency, we're going to explore every path. Now, what does that tell you right there? Pretty much absolutely nothing other than Dan wants to add a playmaker. Now, who could a playmaker be? We're going to look at somebody offensively and defensively. First up is Ted McMillan right here. A lot of people are high on him. All right, 6'5", 212, 84 catches, 1,300 yards, and 8 touchdowns. So the dude can definitely ball. All right, 6'5", 212. Why do people like him? Because he's got that height. But like I said, he's only 212, and he moves like a slot receiver. That's his move right there. Let's run that back real quick if we can. His move is catch it, bang, a little back step, double move right. He's quick. Now, he is not my favorite guy for the Panthers to get at 8, but if they got him, I wouldn't be mad. I just don't know that he's that guy for the Panthers right now, if I'm being honest with you. Who's my guy? It's this guy right here, Jaylen Walker. Okay, now I still like my boy Jack out of Ohio State, but Jaylen, this dude's different. 6'2", 245, so he's a little bit undersized. To me, he's a bigger Nakobe Dean, and Philly has him. I think he actually got hurt, but Nakobe Dean got slept on because he was small. Jaylen Walker, 6'2", but he's 245, 6.5 sacks, 61 tackles, 38 tackles. Man, this dude's an animal. If you don't believe me, oh, we brought the film. And the first play we're going to look at with Jaylen right here is you're going to see, man, just how quick he is, all right? You got him on the right side of your screen. Let's run that back real quick. Take a look. Right here, you're going to see the tackle. Watch that tackle's first step. All right, watch that tackle. He's going to move to the right. Jaylen sees that, bang. Essentially double move in. Whoop. Chop that arm down. I mean, this dude's an animal. So you saw what he did on the last play. Right here, okay, this is what you want to see. You want to see a edge rusher in their bag. You know, they talk about NBA players in their bag all the time. You want to see edge rushers in their bag. All right? So we saw what he did on the last play right here. Look at him bend that elbow. Woo! He gets low. All right, look at that. He gets low. Run that back real quick. All right. Tackle puts his arms up. Bang. Jaylen bends that edge right there. Quick, taking down the quarterback. All right, in this play right here, you're going to have him as a spy, chasing down the quarterback. Take a look at this. All right, quarterback takes off. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. So you got Jaylen who can play the spy, bend the edge, get physical with the lineman. I mean, you got to love this. And like I said, he's probably my favorite guy right now in the draft. And then right here, you got Jaylen going against the tight end. Watch what happens right here. Avoids the block, bang. Gets the quarterback to step into the pocket as well as these other guys do. But what I like right here is he doesn't lose contain, right? QB steps up. Jaylen's right there to take him down. A lot of guys can come in here hot, right? And basically round this edge, force the quarterback to step up right there. But if they're not careful, they just give the quarterback all that room to run or make a play. But look at Jaylen right here. Bends the edge, come back, bang, tackles the quarterback, man. That's what you like to see right there. Now let's talk about a couple of guys that Panthers just signed. You got Boogie Basham Jr. right here, a.k.a. CBJ, Carlos Basham Jr., 6'3", 274. Let's put this into perspective. All right, Ted McMillan, receiver, 6'5", 212. Jaylen Walker, a guy I like a lot, 6'2", 245. Boogie is 6'3", 274. 274. Now just watch the way he moves, all right? I mean, look at that 40-yard dash. 4.59. Ooh, this man is quick. He's physical. Now, he's already played for a couple teams. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. He has played for a couple teams. One was the Bills, the other one was the Giants. All right, so the Bills, you know, that whole defense is stacked. Probably just didn't make the team there. The Giants, man, nothing works over there. Let's just call it what it is, man. They have so many holes. I mean, look at this man move. Look at this man Boogie move. Now, where does he play at for the Panthers? It's hard to say. All right, you got Derek Brown, you got DJ Wanham, probably have Ashawn at the nose tackle, right? He's not going to really play the edge, though he could potentially in certain schemes, right, packages. But 6'3", 274, you have him, Derek Brown, DJ Wanham, and Ashawn together on that line, right? A little nickel package, 4-down lineman. Boogie gets a one-on-one. I'm not mad at it. So that was the first guy the Panthers signed. The second guy was James Mitchell, tight end out of Virginia Tech. Let's see if any of you guys know who that is. All right, he's the one who actually announced James Mitchell being drafted by the Lions. And as I look at James Mitchell, to me, he looks like every other tight end the Panthers have. If I'm being honest with you, it's like a mix of Tremble and Jordan Matthews. Now, he's definitely younger. I think he's only 25 years old, right? But I'm a little shocked. He's got speed. He's quick for a big boy. I was just a little shocked to see this signing. And I guess he got beat out because Sam Laporta Jr. got drafted the next year. And you guys know who Sam is. If you don't, well, go look at his numbers. So those are the Panthers' two signings. I mean, if we want to keep going that route with tight ends, you want to get younger, I get it. Right? Tremble's obviously having injury problems. Jordan Matthews, I think they re-signed him back to the practice squad if I'm not mistaken. So I guess Dave has the tight end prototype he likes, and he wants to go younger at 25. By all means, I'm not mad at that. So let me know your thoughts, you know, from the Tee Higgins to potentially drafting a Ted McMillan receiver or Jaylen Walker or another edge guy, and then the last two guys we just signed. Boogie has potential, all right? He does, and I'm not even trying to false hype you guys up. If he doesn't prove, then, you know, I'll admit I was wrong. But it's if they put him in certain packages and schemes to make it work, right? So with that being said, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. More content coming soon. Panthers Advice is out. Peace.